just... Welcome to Yoga with Dojo Kat. I'm Kat. Today I'm going to take you through a yoga flow that you can do in your chair. I work an office job full time, so I spend a lot of time sitting in a chair, and I'm sure that some of you do as well. So I thought it would be really helpful to show you some of the stretches that I do on a frequent basis. Don't judge my chair, by the way. I know. It's a raggedy bitch, okay? I need to get a new one. So we're going to begin with our hands. If you're working on a keyboard all day, your hands probably ache, your wrists probably hurt. So we're just going to begin with some hand clenches, just bringing our fingers into a nice tight ball and then opening them up and then again clenching them. My cat is going to claw the tree. Just prepare yourself for it. Alright, and then we'll roll those wrists in both directions. And we'll interlock our fingers and turn our palms out, getting a nice stretch in the wrists and the arms. And then turn those knuckles forward. And then we're just going to roll those wrists forward, keep your fingers interlocked, and now go backwards. Alright, left palm out, grab the tip of those fingers, pull them in, just be gentle, don't go further than, than you can, you don't want to tear anything. Then you're going to turn your fingers so that they're facing outwards, and then again, pull on those fingers gently. It's just going to change up where you're feeling the stretch. And then lastly, back to center, turn those fingers down and then pull those fingers towards yourself. And we'll go to the other side. Palm out, fingers to the ceiling, pull those fingers back. Fingers outside, grab onto those fingers, gentle tug. And lastly, fingers down, pulling towards yourself, getting a nice deep stretch in that wrist. Bring those arms out to a T, and then we're going to get a nice deltoid stretch. So bring that left arm across your body, wrap your right arm over top of the elbow, and just pull in towards yourself. Release, we'll go to the other side. Right arm across your body, wrapped underneath that left arm. We'll bring those arms out to a T one more time, and then you can just place them on either your lap or the arms of your chair. And we're going to go into some neck rolls next. So let's just tuck our chin to our chest for a couple of breaths. And then bring your chin to the ceiling. Try to keep a nice long spine as we do these stretches, by the way. Bring your head back to center, tip your head over to the right, and then drop that hand down to your side. Mine's over top of the armrest, but if you don't have an armrest, just grab onto the seat of your chair. And come back to center, switch sides. And come back to center. We'll go all the way in a circle with our neck, nice and slow. Couple rolls in one direction and then switch sides, going the other direction. All right. We'll go back to those arms, so we'll bring those arms out into a T and we'll just roll our arms forward, getting some movement in the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and switch directions. We'll go back and forth. And let's bring those arms up to the sky, getting a nice stretch in the spine. And then we'll bring our arms into cactus pose, and I'm just going to turn to the side here so you can see nice gentle back bend going here. And release those arms back up to the sky and then down to your armrests. This is really convenient. I should do a chair stretch more often for videos. So easy to like turn and show you guys stuff. Alright, we'll go into seated cat-cow again. I'm going to turn for you. So we'll inhale, rounding our chest forwards and then lifting our face to the sky. And exhale, curling inwards for our seated cat. I don't know what that sound was. My cat is up to something. Speaking of cat, inhale for seated cow. And exhale for cat. Oh, I forgot. I forgot this was here. Now is not the time, thank you. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And come back to center. From here, we will go into some twists. So inhale this hands to the sky. And exhale, we're going to twist over to our right, just hanging that right arm over top of the back of our chair if you can, and then holding on to the armrest, or you can just place it on your leg. And just get a nice rotation in that spine. Inhale back to center. And exhale, go to the other side. And release. You might notice that the angle is a little bit different and I'm further back. I had to go answer the door, and then I came in to check back on the footage and noticed I was a little out of the frame. I don't want to go and redo all that. I don't have time for that today, so I'm just going to add on. Thanks for your understanding. We're going to go into a gate pose in chair. From here, I'm going to take my left foot and straighten it out to the side. Toes are going to be facing that direction. Keep a nice long spine. Inhale those hands to the sky. Then exhale, we're going to bend over that straight leg. You're going to feel a pretty intense side stretch in that left side body. Really creating space. You can keep your right hand on your leg or just rest the elbow almost as if you would for extended side angle on that thigh. And on your next exhale, we're going to bend that right arm overhead. I'm just leaning my left elbow on the armrest and then bending, changing the stretch to the right side body now. And come back to center, we'll switch sides. So bring that right leg in front of you, straighten that left leg beside you, toes facing that direction. Inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale, bending over that straight leg. And come back to center and exhale to the other side. And release, come back to center. We're going to do another twist, so you can take your right hand, rest your fingers on the back of your head, and you can place your left hand on the armrest or onto your thigh. Take a breath in and just twist to bring your elbow to your knee. If you can't quite reach your knee, that's okay. We're just focusing more on the spine and that twist you're going to feel. Come back to center and switch sides. back to center. Okay, from here, we're gonna stand up and turn to face our chair. If you have a rolling chair like I do, just be careful how you do this because we are going to be kind of leaning onto it a little bit. I don't want you to fall on your face, so just be careful. So we'll just place our hands on the chair and step back almost as if we would be going into downward facing dog. So I'm just kind of resting my forearms on the chair and then relaxing my head in between my biceps. Now, don't forget, if you need to keep a bend in those knees to protect those hamstrings, you can do that. I'm going to keep mine straight today because I really need that intense stretch. Just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, we're gonna lift up on those palms a little bit more. And we're going to bring our right foot forward and then keep our left foot back. Try to keep that heel on the floor and then just lean forwards. Tipping forward, you're gonna feel that really intense in the calf muscle of that left foot and in this soleus muscle here in the right leg. And then you're just gonna gently bend that left knee and then gently lift that left heel off the mat, off the floor. And you're gonna feel the stretch kind of intensify in that right leg. And release, we'll go to the other side. So just switch that right leg behind you, plant that heel on the floor. Don't forget to breathe. And then lift that right heel off the floor. Also, don't forget to keep a neutral spine when you're in this position, so you're not looking up in front of you, you're just gonna look down at the chair or down at your feet. Just keep that neck nice and relaxed. Alright, and you can release this pose and we're going to turn and sit back on our chair. Okay, and we're going to go into a half-seated forward fold. So we'll start with our right leg. We'll just pick it up and grab onto our big toe with our 2 fingers. Option also just to grab the outside of that foot. Okay, and then you're going to straighten that leg as much as is comfortable. If you have a generous bend in that knee, that's okay. You can always work towards, oh sorry plant, oinai. Can always work towards that flexibility. We're going to straighten that leg as much as we can, or as much as is comfortable for kind of a half-seated forward fold. You'll just turn so you aren't facing the camera. Sometimes I get comments, you know? Alright, release that, we'll go to the other side. So grab onto wherever you want on that foot and slowly straighten that leg. And release, coming back to neutral position. We will, if you have armrests, we'll grip onto them. If not, just hold on to your knees. And we're gonna go into a seated cobra. So again, really similar to that cactus pose we did, we're gonna lift our chin to the sky, really focusing on getting a deep back bend. I'm also kind of like pulling on to the armrests to really help myself get into this position. And release. From here, we'll bring our legs wide as we can with the chair. And Plant your soles on the ground, and we'll inhale our hands to the sky, and exhale, folding forward and placing our hands on the floor if possible. Relax your neck. Feel that nice stretch in your groin. And you can sit back up, bring those legs together. I'm going to take our left ankle, cross it over top of our left thigh, and think about pushing into that knee for kind of a seated pigeon. This one can be pretty uncomfortable, so don't forget to breathe through it. And release. That foot will go to the other side. So left foot over top of that right thigh. And as I always say, one side is going to be more or less flexible than the other side. Don't worry too much about it. It's just something to work on. And you can release that foot to the floor. We'll go into one more pose. This one is optional because we're going to come all the way down to the floor. If you're working in an office that has a hard floor like I do, this might be too hard on your knees. You can always also feel free to put a towel down or something to protect your knees. But we'll go into this last pose, kind of a child's pose variation, but with prayer hands. So bring our elbows. This chair is falling apart as I'm filming this video. Okay, this might be my incentive to get a new chair. So we'll bring our elbows onto the chair and then come backwards with your knees so you have the space to put your head in between your shoulder blades here. Just relax your head down. You'll feel a beautiful stretch in your shoulders. And of course, child's pose is always a nice stretch. And you can release the pose and come back into your chair. That is it. That was a short and sweet yoga flow that you can do in your chair, in your office. Get your office mates to join in with you. Get them to do my videos. That would be awesome. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. I would love to have more of you in my dojo. Alright ninjas, go drink some water, put on sunscreen, all the self-care things. I will see you guys next time. Os.